All right, guys, what is going on? Oh man, that music is loud, but it is what it is, man. What's good? What's good? That transition was horrible. It was horrible, but it's bass boosted, so I can't do anything about that. That's how I like my music, man. I gotta have it loud. If it's not loud, why are we listening to it? You know? Oh man, we jumped to like 40 people right off the rip, dude. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. 40 people instantly, expeditiously. It's interesting. Man, but today, let me tell you, bro. I got a packed day today, just so you know. I was on a panel today with JJ, bro. I know I said that earlier in the Discord, but like, dude, that's insane. Like, okay, so for context, JJ is an ex-market maker. So I know he runs like micro indexfutures.com, or he runs like a educational service and everything, and they trade, I guess, over there. Well, of course he trades, but he's been in the game like 30 years. I've even put some people on to a couple of his videos on YouTube. He's done interviews and stuff talking about being a market maker and all the, you know, crazy shit that involves that. So he was somebody that I had looked up to a little bit earlier in my career, especially when I got into the smart money side. Just because, you know, not everybody who is a market maker or ex-market maker, you know, really comes out and educates. So I just thought that was interesting. And so today I happened to be on a speaker panel with him earlier this morning on Twitter. So that was very interesting. And what's even more interesting is if Nasdaq trades higher, I'm going to be fucking ecstatic, bro, because I talked about lower stops and I talked about upper stops as well. And you know, so it's kind of like when I wouldn't necessarily call JJ a mentor of mine. He's definitely provided value, right? I think he's a cool cat. But to be able to step in front of an ex-market maker and be like, oh, stops are down here, stops are up here, you know, and then we're tagging the stops, and then if we trade higher and grab these stops, I'm just like, that's fucking record books for me, bro. Like, that's just a personal accomplishment to be like, I'm stepping in front of an audience. I'm stepping up in front of people that I, you know, look up to. And I don't know, it's just a new milestone for me, bro. It's different, you know, it's different. So that's why I said on Twitter, bullish PM Nasdaq, or I'm gonna kick my desk barefoot. and like totally just do that, because it doesn't make sense if we don't. It doesn't make sense if we don't trade higher. We obviously could go lower. That's always on the table. I could always be wrong, but that's where the liquidity is at, in my opinion. And that is what I'm going to stick with unless proven otherwise. So that's the move for me today. Okay. So hopefully you guys can appreciate that. What's good, Naruto, Dante, Alex C, Carlos, Lamoth, 2020, Nikki, Monkey, Zakjo, Lucas, Hermida, Andreas, Diego, Sean, Zay, Nina, Vadu, Ibranit, Stephanie. Yeah, bro. Already on a Monday, first 10 minutes of the stream, we already got almost 50 people, man. That's awesome. It's like you guys, it's like you want to be here, right? Which is kind of cool, you know? It's kind of cool. For you know, for a kid that nobody really wanted to be around, for a kid that fucking teachers were always kicking out of class, it's nice that people actually want to be here, you know? It's just nice. That's all I'm saying. It's just nice, chat. It's nice. 17,775 and a half. That was consolidation from the Friday PM session. And I also said this on Twitter as well. I didn't like how we left the high. Like, I didn't like how we left this. That's not a long-term high, in my opinion. There's just no way. I don't believe in that. Right? Low resistant highs. Some might look at that as equal highs, whatever have you. That's fine. And then we have the same thing relative over here. So I have two alerts for today. 17,739 and 17,775. So there is that. Okay, there is that. And then there was actually a late AM session mitigation right before lunch, which it was kind of a sneaky one. And then I'll explain one thing as well on the S&P side that I can guarantee nobody caught this. And I mean, if you did, I salute you, but I can almost get, I mean, I fucking missed this big time. And I want to show you something that I think is really cool as well. So if you guys are ready for that, drop a 1 in the chat if you guys want to see something cool. I mean, I try to show you something cool all the time, you know? But I looked at this and I was kind of, I was even kind of jaw dropped for a second. I can guarantee, I'm willing to bet nobody saw this until I'm going to show you. And even for me, it was after the fact, but it's fine. It was the way we made a low on the S&P. Sean's daughter's birthday is today, so we're gonna have to catch the recording. About to go for a birthday dinner. Okay, Sean, well, happy birthday. Enjoy that. Enjoy that if you're still here, my friend. Think we could get shorts when we get to those highs? Zoc, I have no idea what we're gonna do when we get to those highs. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think today's more so a bullish day. What's good, Big James? I didn't press buttons today. No, I didn't. I don't think I'm going to. I got a lot of stuff I got going on today, so I don't think I'm going to. I don't think so. I'm telling you, like, basically I missed it. Like, today's opportunity I missed, and for me, I think I'm just gonna be good with that. You know, it's Monday, the beginning of the new month. I'm still bullish. I happen to be bullish, and yeah, so because I'm definitely gonna tag Wolf later if we get these highs. Be like, ha, told you so. Told you so. You know, it's always fun. Being able to do that. Was good, George. And Sumerion. Anyone else who is here that I didn't mention, let me know. I want to shout you. I want to make sure I get everybody. But welcome, guys. Welcome. So check this out. Okay. Now, it was hidden. All right. You had to really look for it. That's why I missed it, because I wasn't looking for it. What's good, Eli? Watch this. If we go over to the S&P, all right, if we go over to the S&P, and I would put an alert up here as well, 49.75 and a half. That's equal highs on a 1 minute time frame. That's also pre-market highs. I would say London high as well for ES. And look at this. This was absolutely beautiful right here. This is the perfect. This is the mitigation model. Okay. This is my personal mitigation model right here. Imbalance down here. We're going to talk about that. That's what I'm trying to show you that I think is very special, and a lot of people may not have seen it. I literally, that's why I'm telling you, I don't think you saw it. Low, high, lower, low. Okay, that either takes stops or rebalances price. Has to do one of the two. Something on the high time frame. And then we trade through that high. So we're looking at this up candle here, which is the mitigation. And then we're looking at that imbalance when they overlap. That's the mitigation model. Low risk, high reward, because we're looking for a run above these highs, which is also a general it's kind of a shitty consolidation, but that's definitely equal highs. So that's one I'm going to be looking for the upside target. So let's talk about this for just a minute. What do you think this is down here? What do you think this is down here? Because this will not make sense at first. I promise you that. This will not make any sense at first. Excuse me. I was watching it, but didn't take it because the market went aggressively lower. Buy low, sell high, my friend. Buy low, sell high. You know how it goes. Somebody said 1 hour imbalance. Not quite. Inverted imbalance. No. Not that either. I'm telling you, this is hard. Okay, what I'm about to show you, it's very hidden. You would have had to been looking for it. Cameron might be on the right track here. If you, how did I do this? If you go, we'll delete everything. Let's do that. Wait, did you say inverse daily gap? No. Well, let me fully explain this. So from Tuesday to Wednesday, that to me is a gap. We didn't get that today. All right. But I think what it was is, or maybe it was the ETF side. I should have wrote that shit down. No, I lied. It is here. Okay. It is here. I was tripping for a minute. I was about to say, John, you're about to look like an idiot in front of 60 people. Talk about anxiety. All right, look at this. You ever seen some shit like this before? You ever seen this? You have an up close candle and then another up close candle, but it's like, why is the body down here? Like, that doesn't look right. You know what I mean? That's exactly it. Look at this. Thursday, okay, we're in the RTH. We're in the regular trading hours. Do you guys see that? I got a lot of stuff on the OBS side. I know my social media is down here, but there's an RTH and an ETH at the bottom right of your trading view. So if you go to regular trading hours on the 1 hour time frame, or even the 15-minute, check this out. Thursdays close. Okay? Thursdays close and Fridays open. You see that? You didn't see that, chat, did you? It's okay if you did. It's okay. If you did, gold star for you. 100% gold star. Okay? Look at that. We're not done yet. You thought we were done? We're not done yet. Okay, watch this. If you go to a 5-minute, this is what that looks like. Thursdays close. Fridays open, at least on a 1 hour time frame. Okay, that's what that looks like, right? Now look at the mitigation setup. What's it coming off of? This low right here, what's that coming off of? That's that gap right there. Oh, Edgar, you think this is deep sauce? This is the icing on the cake. Are you ready? This is the icing on the cake. Watch this. We don't have a 50 level. We don't have a 20 level or a 0 level. We don't have any of that shit. But you know what we do have? Watch this. Watch this. High end of the gap. Low end of the gap. We draw the 50% of that dash line. So that puts you at 49.38.5, right? Look at that. Look at that. That's deep sauce, Edgar. Not just the Thursday to Friday's gap in the in the regular trading hours. Also slicing it in half like your Thanksgiving cake. Yeah. I told you didn't see it. Even I didn't see it. I had to look for it. Because it was like right when lunch started, or like right at the beginning of lunch, I went, okay, did we make our low today? Like, did we make our low of the day? And I said to myself, I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't really like how we left down here because I was looking for relative strength. But you know what? I wasn't looking at everything that I look for. So I said, fuck, because this was a very clean mitigation. I said, well, maybe I should have taken that. But I didn't. And I didn't realize we had revisited that Thursday's or Friday's gap, really, Thursday and Friday's gap. I didn't realize that because look, this is very clean. This is, 70 people. Look at that. Thank you. What's good, Carlos? Shit, what was I saying? Oh yeah. I didn't see that. Now this right here is very clean. It's very crispy, but look at this. You go to the electronic trading hours, you're not going to see that because it cuts through here. Like the price action in the pre-market on Friday had cut through that. So like this would not make sense on a 15-minute time frame. This wouldn't make sense at all because you would look left and be like, well, what the fuck? What is this over here? Like, what is this? Why didn't it take the low, John? Didn't Dow take the low? Why didn't S&P take the low? Now you know. Now you know. That was hidden in there, bro. It's like an Easter egg. You know, when you were a kid and you went out into the yard, I guess, and there was like the candy and shit, or the eggs scattered around the neighborhood, and you went looking for it, and some of them were like very hidden deep into the bushes or whatever. It's like, this is that right here. Look how hidden that is, bro, because you have to get rid of all of that. That's like the first step. Most people aren't even willing to do that. Oh man, but what about this low? What about the liquidity here? Right? Everyone's a fucking expert on liquidity, right? Yeah. Sure you are. But you didn't check the regular trading hours gap. And then that was the mitigation play. So when I saw that, like, even myself, my jaw hit the floor and I went, okay, even after many, many years of doing this, like, there's still little things like this that I miss. So, but it's a lot, man. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot to look at, but it's like little cool things like this that really take your trading to a whole new level. And you're welcome to do that. So you can add it to the favorite playlist. I didn't know you had a favorite playlist, but that's cool. Thank you for that. Lucas says, missed the run lower today in the AM session because my bias was bullish after the reversal. I was unsure to press button. I took a demo short. I was just fucking around on demo shorts, but because I wasn't confident enough to take it live. So there's that. But let me see. I was unsure to press buttons at the mitigation model higher and missed the move, even though I knew it. Well, I mean, you never really truly know. Okay. Like, you never truly know. We can only, probabilities. but I understand what you mean. It's like you had the idea, you were unsure, and then you realized it panned out, and you're like, fuck. That's okay. That's okay. It happens to everybody. Shit happens to me too. So, you know, that's never gonna like go away. So there's that. But let me look at the Dow real quick, because this is horrendous. But because Friday's low is here for the Dow, and look how weak it is. It's trash. Just throw it away. Throw the whole Dow away. I don't even know what's going on over there in the stock specifically, but Friday's low was taken on Dow, and then again S&P, you don't see that. Nasdaq, you definitely don't see that. So to me, the strength is in Nasdaq. I think the probabilities are there. I think the upside is there as well. So what's the plan for this afternoon? That's why I tweeted that I'm bullish. Unless I'm wrong, then, you know, then I'll be wrong. I mean, there's nothing else to be said about that. But hopefully I've explained myself. I think the low's been set. We've definitely crossed into premium from either one of these ranges. So to me, it just makes sense to trade higher from here. Make sense? Even the ETF side, like the triple Qs, we left those Friday. This is all-time highs, by the way, too. This would be all-time highs for the triple Qs. To me, it just seems bullish. So I'm trying to make the case for that. So in other words, I can justify longs, but I can't necessarily justify shorts, because I don't short when there's equal highs. And stocks have been bullish for a little while, so that's that. Okay. But yeah, so there's another little trick for you for your toolbox. You can add another tool in there. The regular trading hours gaps, like from, you know, Wednesday to Thursday, Thursday to Friday, whatever. They still matter, you know? They still matter, unlike these haters' opinions. Know what I'm saying? Buyers pushed it up, gap had to be filled. Stephanie, I'm not sure which chart I was looking at by the time you said that. So if you could ask that again, that'd be cool. I've had chapter 7 of Trading in a Zone on repeat on Spotify whilst, that's an interesting word, Cameron, whilst I've been working lately, thinking in probabilities / the trader's edge, helping a lot with eliminating the hesitation. Very nice. Very nice. That's why I try to use words like usually or ideally. You know, I never want to say guaranteed, like, oh, this is guaranteed to go higher. It's not. You know what I mean? And that's why I try to make sure I use verbiage the correct way. 100%. Especially now that I'm finishing up my second book, it's the same thing. I have to, like, the editing is a bitch, okay? Don't ever write a book. It's difficult. It's very time consuming. No, you should write a book if you want to. But it's like I have to make sure I'm using the right verbiage so I don't put out the wrong thing, bro. I got Choose Your Enemies Wisely by Patrick Bet-David. His latest book that came out, I think, December 5th or something, early December. And he quotes Marcus Aurelius when it was actually Seneca's quote. He misquotes Marcus. He attributes Seneca's quote to Marcus Aurelius. So, you know, it's just like, damn, man. All y'all had to do was Google who said that, and you would have instantly seen that it wasn't Marcus. It was Seneca. You know, but little things like that, it matters, you know? So, it's interesting, Cameron, that you said that. So, you know, the philosophers were the same way. Who was it? Socrates was killed for that, you know, asking too many questions, corrupting the youth, you know. So language matters, verbiage matters, definitions matter, translation matters, all of that matters 100%. Do y'all see some of these candlesticks today? How we just like no wicked on both of those at the open? What the fuck is that? And then like a lot of these candles don't have wicks on them. That's just weird. Strange behavior today on the side of the indices. Last Friday, dollar and the indices moved in the same direction. Do you know the reason behind it? No, I do not. They fall in and out of correlation, Lucas. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. And we never truly know. Right? Who do we call to verify? Who am I supposed to call? Like, who are we going to call to verify, you know, damn it, Edgar. Jerome, we're going to call Powell. Yeah, it makes sense. Anyway, what will be the biggest difference between your first and your second? So my first book, Advanced Technical Analysis, I wrote that casually every weekend, almost every weekend for like a year. I mean, the information just was there, right? Because obviously I live and breathe trading, you know. You're blocked, Stephanie. You're blocked. This one, I cover a lot more topics. I don't even really talk about trading at all. I don't even think I mentioned trading in this one, because this one is my personal development book. You know, it's mindset, it's leadership, it's teamwork, you know, and things of that nature. So personal finance, stuff like that. Really nothing to do with trading. So it's different. There's a lot more references. There's a lot more quotes. There's a lot more words, obviously. So it's those are some of the biggest differences. And that's the thing. Like, I'm not a writer. I never tell people like, oh, I'm a writer or whatever. Like, I don't pride myself on that. I really don't write that all that often. So for me to do this is very difficult, because part of me is a perfectionist. And I think we all have that. Like, I think we all want the sniper entry, the sniper exit. I think a lot of us want to be right about things, you know. We never want to be wrong about things. Or, you know, if you have OCD, you probably do weird shit. Like, you want to make sure the volume is at an even number, or, you know, something like that. Or you want your dinner, you want like your vegetables not to touch your main course. You know, you want all your food separated or whatever, you know, like weird OCD thing. You, like, every time you see a stack of papers, you want to shuffle them and put them all together. You don't want them all discombobulate, like, you know what I mean? And so that definitely gets in the way of trading, gets in the way of writing, and anything that you do that's creative, it'll get in the way of that. And so I'm fighting that a little bit too, you know. It's not fucking easy, dude. Like, it's not easy, because I can always just be like, I'll just put it out. But I don't want to put out a piece of shit. You know, I want to put out a book that's like, I want to put out a book that's really good, to the point where you tell other people about it, you put them on it, or like you even buy a few extra copies for your friends and stuff like that. Like I want it to be my absolute best work. So that's why it's taken a while. Number one, I don't work on it every day because I do procrastinate sometimes. So there's that. But yeah, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. So let's see here. Our afternoon session on the 1 minute, this is what it looks like. So short term low here, trying to see if that's just a small time frame stop run to see if we end up trading higher. Let me ask you guys a question, chat. I got we got like 60 over, a little over 60 people on here. Oh, drop a like if you got some value today, by the way. I would appreciate it. I'll do that, Stephanie. How many of you got the weekly planner? The productive weeks one, the one I showed you last week? How many of you actually got it? I know a couple of you have picked it up already, and the ones that did really like it so far. How many other people got it right now? Zoncho got 2. 1 for you and 1 for your girlfriend. Very nice. Very nice. BG, I got it off of Amazon. And the link should be down in the description. It is. It's the first link in the description. Also in the description is a link to get a funded challenge at the Liquid Trader. At the top right up here, you can use code NEWYEAR, get 30% off a 10K or 25K challenge. That's in there as well. And then there's also some links to Spotify. So I have a EDM music and some drum and bass music. If you scroll a little bit lower, there's a link to meditations, letters from a Stoic, the Daily Stoic store, the Memento Mori coin, which I have 2 coins. One of them is the Memento Mori one. The portable ice bath that I have, the camo bucket hat, which unfortunately I have not worn in a minute. I haven't worn in a minute, but I still got it, baby. I still got it. So I might put that on tomorrow. Maybe. And then the gaming glasses is there. And yeah, so there's a lot of stuff in those links. In those linky links. Stephanie ordered hers. C-Trades will be delivered by tomorrow. See, I like that. That's what I want to hear. That is what I want to hear. And let me know how you like it. I need a drum and bass playlist. I love it playing in the background. Dude, I listen to music all day, every day. All day, every day. And I would say drum and bass is definitely up there. And what you heard earlier today was actually bass boosted music. I follow a couple, or I like subscribe to a couple of accounts that play other people's music, but bass boosted. I love that shit. I love it. I put my headphones on and I absolutely obliterate my eardrums. Like, honestly, I probably won't make it to 65 without being deaf. Like, dead ass, bro. Like, I'll probably be deaf within the next like 30 years easily. Easily. You know? So you win some, you lose some. I'm almost beginning to think we might have another mitigation set up here if we run through this high and then revisit that to launch. But again, we need to see how we're reacting off of this low. This doesn't look too good right now. It doesn't look too good right now. And then look how weak the Dow is, bro. I don't even think it's in a premium. It's still in a discount. You're garbage. You're just trash. Trash, chat. Absolute garbage. Dow Jones, man. What are you going to do? What do you think about gold so far? I have no idea. I haven't looked at gold today. I think I briefly looked at the metals. I think they were lower. And that's it. Do the gaming glasses make a big difference? Yeah. Yeah, they do. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs. I think I have a couple more actually, but I'll put that back in my drawer. Because I have a blue set somewhere too. But they definitely make a difference, bro. They, I'm not gonna make any health claims, but I don't get headaches. I go to sleep faster. They're just they definitely help. They make a difference. I just don't wear them like I should. I used to wear them like a lot, and then I stopped wearing them. But I'll start probably doing it again. I'd rather go deaf than blind. Because I can be deaf and still trade. But if you're blind, what are you going to do? Like print the charts in Braille and then try to trade that way? I mean, I'd be pretty impressed, but I'm not trying to find out. That'd be really cool though, but I don't want to find out. What do you think about a mitigation on S&P to go lower, equal high sweat plus lunch high 5 minute? It could, but this looks like shit, dude. This looks like shit. I would not look for shorts. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can. It's just the way we did this is horrendous. It's just, I mean, what are even these candles right here? Like, what is that? Like long wicks here, not like bodies. Just doesn't look bearish to me. It just doesn't look bearish. I would want to see this get ripped through. I want to see this absolutely dominated. So, yeah. If I was short here, I wouldn't feel good about it. The way we left that high too, like, ugh. It's just that lack of wick right there, the lack of wick over here, and then the equal highs right there. Like, I just don't see a reason to go short. But hey, if it trades lower, then I don't mind admitting that I was wrong about it. That's fine. But probabilities tell me upside. So that's the thing, George. And I know I go over this sometimes too. It's just discernment. Like you look at this, and then you look at the one down here, right? Look how clean this is. It's distinctive. Low, high, lower, low, down into that Thursday, Friday opening price gap. We clearly trade through it. We clearly leave an imbalance. We have a nice bodied candle here. Not a lot of wickage. This is the opposite. This didn't take anything over here. This is a long wick on the downside. And then we have equal highs up here. Like, this just does not look good. The formation by itself is there, but the Context is not. Make sense? So, you know, when people say, oh, just look at one asset, one time frame, and one setup, you're going to take a lot of stupid trades. You're going to take a lot of like this. You're going to short that and then get your face ripped off and complain that, oh, well, my model sucks. Your model doesn't suck. It's you. You fucking suck because you don't have discernment. And I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but it's just like, bro, what do you mean? You got to have, in my opinion, time, price, and context. If you don't have it, you're going to take low probability trades. And then you can't complain about a loss, bro. And I'm speaking generally here. I'm not trying to talk to you, George, or anybody specifically. I'm just speaking generally here because I've done these things. Oh yeah, that's a mitigation. Right to stop loss and be like, damn, I lost money on a good setup. You thought the setup was good. You thought, right? Sometimes food looks good. You thought it was going to be delicious, and then you ate it, and you almost were like, what is this? This is garbage. You know? So, same thing. Same thing. I can't justify shorts here with that there. I just can't do it. I can't do it. All right. Let's go to electric. We got 70 people on here today. I feel like we're getting more and more people on the sessions. We used to have like 20 to 30. We had what, 85 on Friday, all-time highs, baby. Now we're in the 60s. I like it. 70s. It's cool, man. It's cool. I guess you guys like being here, I assume. Or is it just the dad jokes? Is that all you're here for? I don't mind. Daily and weekly chart on dollar. NQ and S&P think they will go higher this week because of the high time frame imbalance. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. The dollar, we're at the beginning of the month too, so just keep that in mind. The dollar index, right? Nasty consolidation, and we're finally, you know, seeing expansion, which is great. Liquidity above December's highs. I don't know if that's equal or not. No. Okay. So we just took December's high today. Imbalance up here. It looks like it reached into a little bit. That weekly imbalance here as well. Right at 104.5. So that 50 level there too. 104.50. So that's right there. It's hard to say. Don't know. I don't even think I had a bias last week for the dollar other than consolidation nation. So I don't think I said bearish or bullish. But yeah, you're right. One of you said this earlier. We're seeing higher dollar and then we're seeing higher equities as well. So, you know, what are you going to do with that? I don't know. I'm going to stick to day trading for right now. I'm still holding Netflix and JP Morgan. We got out of Tesla already when it got, you know, near the entry price. Yeah, that's definitely one to study as well. Because, I mean, we had it for a while. Like, we had it. November 10th. Ridiculous fucking entry. Nasty. We consolidated, ran some lows, and then got that extension right at the end of the year. And I felt pretty good about it. And then we slowly drifted. And then right around like 220, 219, it was getting near my entry. So I said, man, fuck. So I just got out of it. A couple days later, I mean, look at it. It fucking ripped. You know, that day it lost like 12%. I'm like, that sucks. I didn't lose anything. I'm not holding that. No, 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 no. I'm not holding that, and I'm definitely not buying it here. Even if this flies higher, I'm not touching it. So, like long term, a lot of stocks are at all-time highs, except for Save, right? Spirit Airlines. But, you know, everything else is very close to all-time highs for like Apple, Amazon, stuff like Google, maybe. Well, they're coming off all-time highs. They got their face ripped off in their most recent earnings, but everything is up. You look at the indices, they're up. So what am I supposed to do with that? Besides day trade it. I don't mind day trading. I'm not going to swing here. Can't do it. Can't do it, Chief. So let's, I guess we'll watch ES for a little bit. I mean, there's only going to be like 10 minutes left. I do have to be punctual today. You know, I can't do like 100 last minute things I do all the time. I can't do that today. Like I have to hop on a call right after this. And then right after that call, I got to head out and go near downtown today and discuss some things. So, you know, I'm a busy man today. I agree, George. You do got to print off charts. That changed my trading 100% in December. I shouldn't have made such a long pause on trading. Didn't trade in January. There's nothing wrong with pausing from trading. That's okay. Literally, there's nothing wrong with that. Like the markets aren't going anywhere. I mean, they might. Like the markets obviously can be shut down, but governments and the CME and all them, like the Nasdaq, they make too much money to just shut down the market, in my opinion. So I think that's the last thing they want to do, is just cut traders off completely. So I think trading is going to be around. And with that being said, that should give you an excuse to do that. Take a break, right? Sean's daughter has a birthday today. Good. Separate yourself from the charts and your phone. Go enjoy the moment, right? Be there. Sean's not here anymore because he's over there, but it's like, you don't want to look back one day and be like, damn, trading, you know, while I'm at my daughter's birthday, I was on my phone, you know, placing trades instead of watching her grow up. Like, you don't want to be like that, right? Put the charts away. Put trading away and live your life. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, George. But yeah, so it's just, I like that, man. All of you, every time you're like, oh yeah, I print off charts and it's helped out a lot. Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's why I tell you guys to do it. That's why I tell you guys to do it. The Nasdaq not pushing past that imbalance right there. We kind of consolidated a little bit right there. Not the same for the S&P, but still like this area here. It's not pushing through that, at least as of right now. So again, we'll give it a few more minutes, but on the day, I do want to be bullish from here. 17,740, I think, is the easiest target. 17,780, that's going to be nice if we're able to get that. If we're able to get that. If we don't, if we don't get that, if we end up trading lower or consolidating, these levels are still going to be on my chart for tomorrow or maybe Wednesday. Yeah. So we'll see. Again, it's only Monday. We got time. We got time. Okay. Do I have a plan B if the market shuts down for a longer time? I have enough books to keep me occupied for a while. But I mean, it wouldn't be good if they shut down. But you know, we not that I want to get into finance today, but you know, there's the emergency money. There's the trading accounts themselves could act as emergency money as well to a degree. You know, food, water, clothes, books. You know, I mean, it's fine. I'm sure we could adapt. You know, here, I'll tell you a quick story, Lucas. A quick story. And it's not that profound. But a few years ago, the Texas power grid was like fucking up. And so a lot of people lost power. The power would come on for like 6 hours or 4 hours and then go off for 6 or 8 hours or something. Like they were staggering the power. And a very good friend of mine, I'm still friends with him, but a very good friend of mine was, you know, basically saying like how drastic it was. Oh, all these people are dying. All these people are without power. Everybody's struggling. Yada, yada, yada. And I don't remember how the conversation went, but I basically told him, I'm like, bro, if anything, it's just inconvenient. Like it's just inconvenient, bro. It's not the end of the world. And he was like, he was baffled that I said that. Like he didn't agree with what I said. But think about it. What do you think the Stoics would say if they were here? If Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, I don't know if Archilochus was a Stoic or not, but if all these great thinkers throughout history were here and they were on this stream, what do you think they would tell you? Oh, you lost power. Who cares? So what? You still got food, you still got water, you still got books. You still got external power for your phone and for your iPad. What else do you need? Like your life wasn't threatened. What are you so worried about? What are you so worked up about? Seneca says we suffer more often in imagination than we do in reality. You're just thinking yourself into anxiety. Oh, the power's out. Okay. I'm 30 years old. I don't think I have any health problems. It's not like I'm on a breathalyzer. It's not like I need an oxygen tank to fucking breathe or to be plugged into the wall. Like I don't, you know what I mean? And so for me, it's just not, most things just aren't a big deal to me anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's just not a big deal. Someone cuts me off in traffic. It's not a big deal. The power goes out. Okay. Well, I got my iPad. I'll read a book or, you know, do something else. Like it's not, you know what I mean? Like people just make it far worse than it needs to be. For me, it says touch the grass. I mean, I do that too, but I don't do that for like, I'll do that for like maybe 20, 30 minutes, but I'll read a book at the same time. Like I'll take my shoes off and I'll read while touching the grass. You know, I'll do that. Instantly go looting. Yeah. I mean, you could loot. I just don't recommend looting my house. You know, I've got protection, if you will. We'll leave it at that. And I live in Texas too. We have a stand your ground or whatever the law is. So, you know, just forewarning, you can loot, just don't try me. Outrage cultures, any lower level mental processing is highly contagious to populations of people. His concerns may not have been his own, maybe just ideas he's heard and not questioned. I mean, yeah, you're probably right. I didn't argue with the guy. He just didn't agree. Like he thought I was like lying to him or something. It's like, bro, you have to see things for what they are. Just like Marcus Aurelius. He's like, we're at a banquet and we're all I'm looking at is a dead pig, you know, or that's a dead bird. You have to look at things for what they are, not for what you want them to be or for what someone else wants you to think That's why I tell you guys not to watch TV. Turn off the fucking television. And you bet your ass that's a chapter in my next book. Actually, I wrote that chapter twice. I had so much to say, I wrote 2 chapters on it. So, either a part 1 and part 2, or I'm just going to make that chapter the most, like, the longest chapter in that book by far. But yeah, turn off the TV. Stop listening to other people. Like, don't be fearful because somebody else wants you to be fearful. There's only a very few things in this life being worth afraid of. Right? What Marcus Aurelius say? It's not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Hello. It's not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Come on. Where do you think these ideas come from, folks? Why do you think I tell you to read the Stoics? Why do you think I tell you to read Meditations? Come on. Smart money Stoics, baby. Smart money Stoics. Light some candles. All right, Cameron. That'd be fine too, I guess. Can't wait to read your next book. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to try and have that done by the end of this year. I want to write it, but I don't want to rush it. I know I explained that earlier. I'm not going to rehash that. I will work on it, but I'm not going to rush it for the sake of just putting it out there. Not doing that. Not doing that. All right. This will be the last thing. The actual last thing, okay? The Nasdaq and the S&P. Imagine if you were short for a second. How would you feel right now? Where it's kind of just not going your direction. Like it kind of goes lower and then it comes right back up again. Like it's not doing a whole lot here. And if I was short, you know, and it's been what, 30 minutes or even 20 minutes and it's not going your way, that's probably a signature that you should pay attention to. That's probably something worth paying attention to. The Nasdaq, same thing. It's not pushing past the imbalance. It's not trading through the imbalance, but it's not really going lower either. So it is at an interesting place. I still think it should go higher. It's not going lower. And if I was short on any one of these, when the market is just sitting around your entry, that's usually not a good sign. Usually not a good sign. Yeah, I agree, Stephanie. Is it a close? What are we talking about, Felix? Is what a close? Oh, the Dow is higher. Maybe that's what the indices are doing. They're consolidating and allowing for Dow to trade up with it. That's fucking interesting. And then once Dow catches up, these should rip higher. That's just what I'm thinking. That would be interesting. If that happens, I'm probably gonna, my jaw would hit the floor, because that's just pure manipulation, dude. That's just pure fucking manipulation. Hold S&P, hold Nasdaq, allow Dow to continue higher. That's fucking manipulation, bro. That is absolutely absurd. But I don't make the rules. I just play by them. You understand? If the market's chilling 20 minutes around your end, Felix, usually for me, yes. If I was short here and it's still within my entry 30, 40 minutes later, I'm just going to take the break even or slight L and just walk away. Do you remember with what we did on Dow Jones the other day? What day was that? Wednesday? Wednesday or... Man, I don't remember. There's Friday. Thursday. Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. So you remember this fucking banger? How long was that in the imbalance for? 2 minutes. 2 candles. 2. Not 3 or 4 or 10. 2. 2 candles. That's all it took. Right? Immediately lower. No dilly-dallying around. Just straight lower. Right? That's the kind of entry you want. Okay? So now think about that. You think about that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. We've had 6 candles in this imbalance. Now we have a 7th candle a little bit lower. It's just too much time, bro. It's too much time. But that's what I think could be a scenario. I think they're in a holding pattern until the Dow catches up. Maybe I'm wrong, bro. I'm just spitballing ideas here. I usually don't talk like that. I usually don't say they're going to allow the Dow to catch up or whatever. I usually don't talk like that. But that's just what I'm thinking. What other reason is there for it to do that? I think it's a bad habit to always want the cleanest sniper trades. The market is not always picture perfect, and you should take advantage of the opportunities as they arise. At least that helps me. Well, thank you, Lucas. Whatever works, man. Whatever works. I mean, don't get me wrong. I take trades sometimes. I get drawn out. You know? It's just how it is. I don't always get that sniper entry, but last week, oh yeah, fuck yeah, 2 for 2. And the sniper exit too. On one of them. The Dow exit wasn't a sniper exit. It moved so fast, I couldn't even move my TP without it fucking triggering. I was like, fuck. So, look at that. 7th candle right back in this imbalance, bro. Right back into it. Is that going to be a good short? Well, doesn't look like it. But we'll know in due time. But I do have to go. But I'll leave you with that. The very last thing, I've said this already, but here's the ending. I've got an alert at 17,739 and a quarter. I also have an alert at 17,775 and a half. Those are the 2 price targets I have for the Nasdaq. 739 and 775 and a half. Those are the 2 that I'm looking for today. I don't think it's a short. We are now pushing through that imbalance. Maybe. And if we get that, you can expect an update in the Discord. It'll be another I told you so. No, it won't be that, but you know, it'll be like, hey, I'll do that thing I always do. I'm like, where's the Nasdaq? Right? Where's the S&P? Oh, that's right. There's the target for the S&P. We have an alert. I didn't have one. I'll have one now. An alert at 49.75 and a half. What's up with these 75 levels today? Did you notice that? 75 level up there. 75 level on the S&P as well. So that's interesting. But yeah, see, I would not feel good right now if I was short on the S&P. I wouldn't feel good. I would feel bad. I'd be nervous and anxious and sweating. Know what I'm saying? Good afternoon, Edmundo. So yeah, with that being said, guys, y'all be blessed. Drop a like if you got some value today. I appreciate you guys for being here. You know, everything's going up, man. Everything's going up. The views, the subs, the memberships, everything, dude. And you guys know, as of last week, or maybe the week prior, we started our philanthropy, right? We started putting some money out there into helping the community. People will never meet people that we don't expect a return from, right? We're not the mafia where we just do shit and then expect something later, right? We're not doing that. We want to help change the world and not expecting anything in return. We've started that. So this journey with you guys has been absolutely incredible so far. We're not even a year in. We don't have any gold snipers yet. We're not even a year in. We are close. But 2024, man, it's been a great start to this year. And things are looking good. Things are looking blessed. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I will hop off. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Be good. Print off your charts. And I'll see you here, same time, same place, tomorrow, right here on YouTube.